Welcome students. Now we are going to start objective type questions, that is the previous year questions, previous conceptual questions. So from the chapter motion in a straight line, let's begin with the first question. Two stones are thrown up simultaneously from the edge of cliff 240-meter high with the initial speed of 10 meter per second and 40 meter per second respectively. Which of the following graph best represent the time variation of relative position of the second stone with respect to the first? Assume stone do not rebound after hitting the ground and neglect air resistance. Take g is equals to 10 meter per second square. The figures are systematic and not drawn to scale. This question came in the JEE mains examination in 2015. So these are the options, as you can see the graph over here. Now let's move with the solution part. We know that our V relativistic is equals to V2 minus V1, which comes 30. And hence we can say Y2 minus Y1 is equals to 30t. Because displacement is equals to velocity into time. Until collides with the ground after 2 with respect to first is like free fall. So the correct option will be 3. From a tower of height h, a particle is thrown vertically upward with a speed u. The time taken by the particle to hit the ground is in n times that taken by it to reach the highest point of its path. This question, students, came in the JEE mains examination in the year 2014. So the options are 2gh nu n square u square, gh is equals to n minus 2 whole square u square, 2gh is equals to n u square n minus 2. Fourth, gh is equals to n minus 2 times u square. So here the solution part is 0 is equals to u minus gt, t is equals to u by g. H is equals to minus u times nt plus half g nt whole square. From here we can say h is equals to minus nu square by g plus half gt square. So in that place of t, I am using n square u square by g square. After reducing the value of a g over here, as you can see, they will be cancel out each other. So the final answer minus nu square by g plus n square u square by 2g. H is g is equals to nu square n by 2 minus 1. Or 2hg is equals to nu square n minus 2. Hence the correct option for this question is 3. I hope you understand, students. Moving ahead with the next question. Next question is, a person climbs up a stellared accelerator in 60 seconds if standing on the same but accelerator running with the constant velocity. He takes 40 seconds. So how much time it take by the person to walk up the moving accelerator? This question came in the JMOL examination in 2014. Like, we're just moving on the option 37 second, 27 second, 24 second, or 45 second. Let's move with the solution part of this question. So small t is equals to L by capital V plus V, where V is the velocity of the particle. In the moving accelerator time that I'm taking as a t1, and in the rest at the constant velocity, that is t2, I'm taking. So L by t1 plus L by t2. Hence after solving this comes t1 t2 by t1 plus t2. The time t1 is 60 seconds and t2 is 40 seconds as in the question given. So after putting 60 into 40 divided by 100, which comes to 24 seconds. Hence the correct answer for this question is 3. Fourth question is, a bullet loses 1 by nth time of its velocity by passing through a plank. The number of such planks that are required to stop the bullet can be L square by 2n minus 1, 2n square by n minus 1, infinite, or n. Now let's move with the solution part, students. Suppose a bucket of mass small m is moving with the velocity u, and after passing through a blank, the thickness t, its velocity becomes v. So u minus v is equals to u by n, or v is equals to u n minus 1 by n. From here we can say, after applying the third equation of motion, v square minus u square, which is equals to 280, comes u square n minus 1 by n whole square minus u square is equals to 2u80. 280. So u square I am doing as a common. The final result comes n square plus 1 minus 2n minus n square by n square to the power 2 is equals to 280. So 280 is equals to 1 minus 2n by n square times u square, where n is the number of such blanks that 0 minus u square is equals to 280 into n. N is equals to minus u square by 280 is equals to minus u square n square by u square 1 minus 2n. N is equals to u square n square by u square 2n minus 1, which is equals to n square by 2n minus 1. Hence the correct option is first. Next question is, an object moving with a speed of 6.25 meter per second. The accelerated at the rate given by dv by dt is equals to minus 2.5 volt in root, where v is the instantaneous speed. The time taken by the object to comes to the rest would be. This question came in the AIEEE 2011. Now the options is 1 second, 2 second, 4 second and 8 second. So let's see the solution of this question, students. dv by dt is equals to minus 2.5 under root v, which is equals to dv by under root v. That comes minus 2.5 dt. After integrating from 6.25 to 0, we get this value minus 2.5 from 0 to t dt. After integration, the result comes 2 under root v, 6.25 to 0 minus 2.5, 0 to t. 0 minus 2 under root 6.25 is equals to minus 2.5 t minus 0. After a little bit solution, it comes minus 2 into 2.5 is equals to minus 2.5 into 2. So the correct answer for this question is 2 second. Hence the right option is 2 second. Next question is, a particle is moving with a velocity vector v is equals to k yi plus z yi plus xz, where k is the constant, the general equation for this path, which is asked in the AIEEE question 2020 2010 in a year. So first option is y is equals to x square plus constant, y square is equals to x plus constant, xy is equals to constant, y square is equals to x square plus constant. So let's move with the solution part, students. That vector v is equals to kyi plus kji kxj. dx by dt is equals to ky and dy by dt is equals to kxj. That comes dy by dx is equals to dv by this value comes with dy by dt times of x. dt by dx is equals to kx by ky. So y dy is equals to x dx on integrating. Y square is equals to x square plus c. Hence the correct option is option 4. Welcome students in the topic of objective type question, which is a previous year conceptual questions based on the chapter motion in a straight line. Let's begin with the first topic, displacement and distance. The first question is, a car moving with a uniform velocity 44 meter per second overtakes another car B, which is just moving from rest. with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. After how much time do they meet again? Options are 44 second, 22 second, another 44 second, or 11 second. So let's move with the solution part. The concept which we will apply here, that uniform motion versus uniform accelerated motion. So how to solve this question? Here we are using problem solving technique. So in this case, time t, distance traveled by a car A with uniform velocity, which is equals to distance traveled by car B with uniform acceleration. That is, we know that S is equals to ut plus half at square. So initial velocity of that car is a rest. Distance is equals to velocity into time. So velocity is 44 time t, half a is 2 and t square, t we have to calculate. So I'll just put all these value here. I hope you understand. So we get the value of t, which is a 44 second. Hence the correct option for this question is first. Next question is, an aeroplane moving with 400 meter toward north, 300 meter towards west, and then 1200 meter vertically upwards. There is displacement from the total position is 1300 meter, 1400 meter, 1500 meter, and 1600 meter. So the solution part is, as you can see this diagram, the firstly aeroplane is moving towards the ward north. This is a north. Then after towards west. Then vertically upward towards. So this is a vertically upward position. So the concept which we will apply here, that is displacement. Problem solving technique is, we are taking the resultant displacement which is in the x, y and z, all these direction. So x, this will be 300, y, this will be 400, and in k gap in z direction this will be 1200. So I apply all these terms over here and get the result 1300 meter. So student, this is a small m, not capital. Here we will, I just want to elaborate you some representation. M we are using for mega. This is a prefix which we are generally using, like centi. Centi is a prefix, and the main unit is a meter. So the actual sentence is centimeter. Centi is a prefix which values 10 to the power minus 2. That's why we are saying that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Similarly, mega 10 to the power 6. Okay, and small m is representation for the meter. Next question is, a body completes one round of the circle of a radius capital R in 20 seconds. The displacement of the body after 45 seconds is R by root 2, root 2R, 2 by root R and 2R. Now let's move with the solution part. So this is a diagram. The displacement concept we will apply here. So as you can see, a body completes one complete round in a circle whose radius is r in 20 seconds. So this is a complete circle. Just start from here. So this complete revolution, it will be 2 in 20 seconds. So they ask this on 45 seconds, what is the radius it will be choose. So problem solving technique which will be apply here, that will displacement in a one round is equals to 0. So number of a round completed in 45 seconds is 20 plus 20 plus 5 seconds. So 20, that means one complete displacement. It comes 0, again 0, and then 5. So how we will write as like 2 hold 1 by 4. So for 2 round displacement, this will be 0, and hence the total displacement will be displacement of 1/4 round. That is a root 2r. So the correct answer for this question is option 2. Next question is the displacement of a particle is given by x is equals to 2 plus 2t plus 5t square. Its displacement after 2 seconds will be 22 meter, 10 meter, 26 meter, 18 meter. Solution. The concept which we will apply here is for the displacement problem solving technique which we are using, that is x is equals to 2 plus 2t plus 5t square. So displacement after 2 seconds means t is equals to 2 seconds. For that, x2 is equals to 2 plus 2 into 2 plus 5 into 2 whole square, which comes 26. How it will become, student? What I did, I just put this value of a 2 second in this equation number 1. Now I hope you understand the process. Hence the correct option for this question is third. Next question is, a body is moving along the circumference of the circle of the radius r and completes half of the revolution. Then ratio of its displacement to distance is pi by 2, 2 ratio 1, 2 ratio pi, 1 ratio 2. Solution. This is a given diagram from A point to 2 point, like A to B. So the concept which we will apply here, that is a concept for displacement and distance. And displacement AOB and the distance will be APB. So which is a find position, which is a not find, this is the final position, not find. This is a final position minus initial position, which is r minus minus of r, which is 2r. And distance will be length of the actual path traversed by the body, which is APB, as I told you, which is a half of the circles. So we are saying as a semicircle, which is a pi r square by 2. Displacement by distance 2r divided by pi r, which is 2 by pi. So displacement ratio distance will comes in the form of 2 ratio pi. Hence the correct option for this question is 3. Hope you understand, guys. Like the next question is question number 6. A body moves in a circular path of a radius r in 10 seconds. The ratio of the magnitude of displacement to the distance traveled after 5 seconds is pi is equals to 22 by 7, which is 2r ratio r ratio 2r, 11 ratio 7 or 7 ratio 11. So let's move with the solution part, and it will be time taken to the body to complete one circular path is equals to 10 seconds as in the given question. In the 5 second number of a round will be 1 by 10 into 5, because generally what we are doing, like if we have a given 1 pen price will be 5 rupees. So what will be the price for a 5 pence? That will be 25. So what we will did, we just multiplied this 5 into 5. Similarly we will doing here. That comes half round and a half circle. So s by d is equals to 2r by pi r, which comes 2 by pi, and if we just put the value of a pi, it comes 22 by 7. That means 7 by 11. So the correct answer for this question is the question option number D. Next question is, a body moves from A to B with a constant speed of 20 km per hour, and then from B to A with a constant speed of 30 km per hour. Then average speed of the car is 25 km per hour, 24 km per hour, 0 km per hour, or 10 km per hour. Now the solution part is the concept which we will apply here, average speed. So The body A moves from A to B with the speed VAB 20 km per hour. Then after returning point as a B to A, speed will be increased. This will be VBA 30 km per hour. It's a diagram. So total average velocity, average speed is equals to total distance divided by total time taken. Students, here as you can see, like here in the question asks speed. If the same question asks in the form of velocity, so the formula for average velocity is total displacement divided by total time taken. So total distance s plus small s, t1 plus t2. The time t1 is s by v1 plus s by v2. If we put all these values to 2v1, v2 by v1 plus v2. After putting all these values, we get like 24 km per hour, which is the option number 2. Hence, the correct option for this question is 2. Next question is, a car is moving in a circular path with a uniform speed of 20 meter per second. The change in the velocity of the car when it is at diagrammatically opposite in meter per second. Now, the options are 0, 20, minus 20 and 40. The solution which we will apply here, as you can see in this diagram, the car is moving in a circular path. So velocity always in a straight line. Because of the gravitational force and because of the centripetal force, the car is moving in this motion. The centripetal force which we will apply the formula mv square by r, which is equals to F. In the vector addition, we will apply this concept here. Change in the magnitude of the velocity, which delta v is equals to 2v sine theta by 2. 2. The value of v is given 20 and theta is 180 because it's a complete round of the circle. So the value of theta is 180 divided by 2. After solving, we get the solution 40 meter per second. Hence the correct option is the fourth one. Next question is, a car is moving along a straight line whose motion is given by s is equals to 12t plus 3t square minus 2t cube, where s is the meter and where s is in meter and t is in second. The velocity of the car is in at a start will be 7 meter per second, 9 meter per second. Third option is 12 meter per second and the last option is given here 16 meter per second. Now let's move with the solution part. Concept which we will apply here, that rate of change of displacement. Student, I hope you know about this formula. The rate of change of displacement describe about the velocity. And similarly, the rate of change of velocity describe about the acceleration. So here we are taking the concept velocity. S is equals to 12t plus 3t square minus 2t cube is given. Now the velocity of the car, as I told you, ds by dt. So what we will do, we just differentiate this one time and get this result 12 plus 60 minus 6t square. What I did after differentiation, this will becomes 12 d dt plus differentiation. I'm just taking individually with the terms. So 3 d dt t square minus 2 d dt and t cube. 12. This will becomes 1 plus 3 2. Okay, 2 t2 minus 1 minus 2 into 3 into t to power 3 minus 1. So 12 plus 60 minus 60 square. This will becomes, which I put it here. So velocity of the car start from rest, that means t will be 0, and hence the correct answer for this question is v is equals to 12 meter per second. Hence the correct option for this question is option 3. Hope you understand, students. So we are moving on the next question. The question number 10 is, a boat is moving with a velocity 3i cap plus 4j cap with respect to ground in water in the river. Moving with velocity 3 minus 3 cap minus 4j cap with respect to ground. The relative velocity of boat with respect to water is 6 cap plus 8j cap, 0, 6 cap or 8j cap. Now let's move with the solution part. Concept is here. Relative velocity. Relative velocity of the boat with respect to the ground. So that is the VB is equals to 3I cap plus 4J cap is the given, and velocity of the water with respect to ground is the given. VW is equals to minus 3I cap minus 4J cap. So relative velocity of the boat with respect to water is equals to VBW, that means VB minus VW, which comes 3I cap plus 4J cap minus of a minus 3I cap minus 4J cap, which comes 6I cap plus 8J cap. Hence, the correct option for this question is A. Moving ahead with the next question. Next question we have 11th. A particle is at x is equals to 5 meter at t is equals to 0. And the second particle x is equals to minus 7 meter at t is equals to 7 second. X is equals to 2 meter at t is equals to 10 second. The average velocity of the particle during the interval, like A, t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 6. Next, t is equals to 6 second to t is equals to 10. C, t is equals to 10 second is respectively. Options are given. Now let's move with the solution part. The position of the particle at different times is shown in figure. Average velocity of the particle in the interval t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 6 second. So V average is equals to total displacement divided by total time. V average is equals to x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1, which is equals to minus 7 minus 5 divided by 6 minus 0, which comes minus 12 by 6, which is equals to minus 2 meter per second. T is equals to 6 second to t is equals to 10 second. For this case, V average is equals to 2 minus of minus 7, 10 minus 6, which comes 9 by 7, 9 by 4. After a bit, it will solve, so that answer comes 2.25. And the last step, t is equals to 10 second. So V average is equals to 2 minus 5 by 10, which is equals to minus 0.3 meter per second. Hence, the correct option for this question is 1. Next one is for a body moving with uniform acceleration A, initial and final velocity in the time interval t are u and v respectively. Then its average velocity in the time interval t is v plus 80 by 2, v minus 80 by 2, v minus 80 and u plus 80 by 2. Let's move with the solution part. So v average is equals to v plus u by 2. V average is equals to V plus V minus 80 by 2, which comes 2V minus 80 by 2. After a bit solving, we receive the value V minus 80 by 2, which is option 2. Next question is, if a body travels 30 meter in an interval of 2 seconds and 50 meter in the next interval of 2 seconds, then the acceleration of the body is 10 meter per second square, 5 meter per second square, 20 meter per second square, 25 meter per second square. Let's move with the solution part. So this is a body which traveling from position A to position B. It takes time 2 seconds in 30 meter covering, and B to C takes 2 seconds and distance cover 50 meter. So we applied here the formula S is equals to ut plus half at square. It's the second equation of motion also. So 30 plus 30 is equals to 2u plus 2a. After solving, we get this value like equation in the form of 60 is equals to 4u plus 4a. And same for the second step, like we get 80 is equals to 4u plus 8a. If we do subtract both this equation, we receive the value of a, which is a 5. And if this value I put in the equation, anyone, we get the value of u also. But in this question, we have asked like only acceleration. That's why the result will become 5 meter per second square, which is option 2. Now moving ahead with the next question. A proton in a uniform electric field move along a straight line with constant acceleration starting from rest. If it attains a velocity 4 10 to the power 3 km per second in a distance of 2 centimeter, the time required to reach the given velocity is in the order of 10 to the power minus 3 second, 10 to the power minus 6 second, 10 to the power minus 8 second, and 10 to the power minus 5 second. Solution is here, as you can see, it is given simply that the proton is accelerating starting from the rest. So in the case of a rest, we know that velocity initial will be 0. Initial velocity will be 0. So the final velocity of electron is v is equals to 4 10 to the power 3 kilometer per second. Distance traversed by electron s is equals to ut plus half at square, which is a half at square. But v is equals to u plus at, as we know that initial velocity of the proton is 0, or the rest. So initial velocity is equals to 0 because particle is at rest. Particle is at rest. So u will be 0 and we get v is equals to 80. That means a is equals to v by t. S is equals to half v by t into t square. So we get the value of t 2 second by v. So the value of a t comes 2 into the value of s is 2 10 to the power minus 2 divided by the value of v 4 10 to the power 3. After solving, we get 10 to the power minus 8 second, which is option number 3. Here I just want to elaborate some more point. This is a extra knowledge point. Thing is that 10 to the power minus 8 second we are saying as a one shake. Next question is, a man walks up a stationary accelerator in 90 seconds. When this man stands on a moving accelerator, he goes up in 60 seconds. Then takes time taken by the man to walk up in the moving accelerator is 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 36 seconds, 48 seconds. Solution part is concept which we will apply here. Absolute velocity versus relative velocity concept. Velocity of the man with respect to ground is equals to the velocity of man in a stationary accelerator, which is equals to Vg. Let s is equals to length of accelerator. So T1 is equals to s by Vg. Velocity of the accelerator with respect to ground is equals to Ve. T2 is equals to s by Ve. When man walks of the moving accelerator, the body of man with respect to accelerator, which is a Vme is equals to Vmg plus Veg. S by t is equals to s by t1 plus s by t2. So here V is equals to s by t. T1 T2 is divided by T1 plus T2, which is equals to 90 into 60 divided by 90 plus 60 is equals to 90 into 16 divided by 150. After a bit solving, we get the value of a 36 second, which is the option number 3. Next question we have distance traveled by a body is given by 2 seconds equals to 10t plus 5t square meter. The acceleration of the body is 2.5 meter per second square, 5 meter per second square, 10 meter per second square, and 0.5 meter per second square. Solution. Now acceleration of the body is given. A is equals to d2s by dt2. In this question, the velocity, in this question, the displacement is given as is equals to 10 by 2t plus 5 by 2t square. So v is equals to ds by dt. What we are doing here, we are just doing simply differentiation. After the first differentiation, we get 5 plus 5t, and second round this differentiation, we get 5 meter per second square. And from this solution, we can say the correct option is option 2. Next question is, two cars are traveling towards each other on a straight road at velocities 15 meter per second and 60 meter per second respectively. When they are 150 meter apart, both the drivers apply the brakes and the cars decelerate at 3 meter per second square and 4 meter per second square until they stop. Separation between the cars when they comes to the rest is 86.5 meter, 89.5 meter, 85.5 meter, and 80.5 meter. Solution of this question is given. Like this is a diagram, and if you're looking at the diagram, as you can see, the particle is moving s1 distance in 3 meter per second square, x distance in the 150 x distance in something meter per second square, and s2 4 meter per second square. Returning speed is 16 meter per second and 15 meter per second. These will be the acceleration, and now I'm just telling about the velocities. So s1 is equals to u1 square by 2a, and s2 is equals to u square by 2a. So x is equals to 150 minus s1 plus s2. I'll just put the value of s1 225 by 6 and s2 256 by 8. Here we get the value of x, which is 80.5 meter, which is the option 4. Hope you are understanding, students. Next question is, the velocity of the body as a function is v is equals to t cube minus 6t square plus 10t plus 4. Set of the acceleration of the body increasing in the order at given times. T is equals to 0 second, T is equals to 1 second, T is equals to 5 second. So here BAC is the option, ABC is the option, CBA is the option, and CAB is the option. Now let's move in with the solution part so that we can easily tell that what is the correct option for this question is. So velocity of the body is v is equals to t cube minus 6t square plus 10t plus 4 is given, and we know acceleration is equals to differentiation of velocity. That means the rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. So one time after doing the differentiation, we get this value 3t square minus 12t plus 10. 3t square 12t plus 10. This 4 will be as a constant. So after differentiation, it will come 0. If t is equals to 0, we get acceleration a is equals to 10 meter per second square. If t is equals to 1, so 1 meter per second square. And if t is equals to 5, so 25 meter per second square. Hence, the acceleration of the body increasing in the order. So the correct option is BAC. Now, next question is three particles A, B, and C are situated at the vertices of an equilateral triangle ABC of sides A. At t is equals to 0, each of the particle moves with a constant speed v. A always has its velocity along AB, along BC, and C along CA. At what time will the particle meet each other? D by 3v, 3d by v, 3d by 2v, 2d by 3v. So the solution is here, particle meet at the centroid O of the triangle. At any instant of the particles will remains M are equilateral triangle ABC with same centroid O. Let us consider only one particle, say A. At any instant, its velocities make an angle 30 degree with AO. The component of the velocity along AO is V cos 30 degree. This component will represent the rate of change of degrees of the distance AO, as you can see in this diagram. I know this is a complex diagram, but it is totally matched with this question. So initially AO is equals to 2 by 3 d square minus d by 2 whole square, which comes d by root 3. Time taken of the particle AO to becomes 0, as you can see particle continuously are decreasing. So it comes d by 3 v cos 30 square, which comes 2d by 3v, which is option number 4. Last question is, a car starts with a constant acceleration 2 meter per second square. At the same instant, a truck traveling with the constant speed of 10 meter per second overtakes and passes the car. How far beyond the starting point will the car overtake the truck? 10 meter, 50 meter, 100 meter, or 200 meter? Let's move with the solution part, students. Initial velocity of the car is 0, and this is the actual diagram for this. Acceleration of the car 2 meter per second square, and speed of the truck is 10 meter per second. At time t, the car overtake, like time t with car overtake the, so distance traveled by the car t is equals to distance traveled by the truck, half t square is equals to ut. So t is equals to 2u by a, that means 2 into 10 by 2, 10 seconds. So distance traveled beyond which they meet 100 meter. That is a third option. So I hope you understand, students, these 20 questions. Same, like we have more questions here also, but in the previous, like in the next session, we will see all other question in the level 2. Till that, take care and thank you for watching this video.